Hey you, yeah you watching this video, have you ever played a fighting game? You ever looked at a list of combos or list of special moves and thought, wow, this is a whole other language I'm looking at? Have you spent hours in a training room trying to do what you see in any type of fighting game video, probably by Maximilian Dude? Well, Zenless Zone Zero's latest character brings that feeling back full force. Hello, Nerd Circuit crew, I've cooked up something special for you today. As you can tell in the tone of my voice, I'm very excited to present you Zenless Zone Zero's blazing, button-mashing brawler. No, not that one. Today I'm talking about Banyue. After Hoyo vs. Nerfs, is this lion just a clawless kitten? Or will Banyue rise above it all and prove he's worthy of a spot on your account? Time to find out. This is Banyue's Nerdtastic Guide. Combos and cremation. Let's get into it. Banyue is an intelligent automaton designed after a lion created by Tops as a per-unit type 0. His sole purpose was to eradicate miasma by any means necessary. Ethereals, civilians, didn't matter, Banyue had to destroy it, and he was ruthlessly effective at his job. However, during a botched mission, Tops abandoned him in the Lemian Hollow and discarded him as a failure. But fate had other plans. A mysterious figure from the Marcel group, cough cough, Sunbringer cough, recovered Banyue and rewrote his core, transforming it into a logic core. There, Banyue would slowly become capable of learning, reasoning, and sentience. He was later discovered by Ning Shu, a resident of Fulham Heights, and slowly integrated back into society. Over time, he became more than a machine. He became part of a community. Go watch the video. He made friends with Yi Xuan and began living his own life as his own person. But this is Zenless Zone Zero, and peace never lasts. When the Lemian Hollow started to expand and swallow Fulham Heights, Banyue's old programming came back. However, instead of slaughtering people, he saved as many lives as he could, but abandoned others when they were deemed as illogical to save. And this betrayal, well, it hurt the residents who once called him friend. Like, if your mom was left in that place by a robot that was fully capable of saving her, would you forgive him? Yeah, that's what I thought. I wouldn't either. But I'll save the rest of his story for my artificial life video part 2. But for now, let's answer the real question and why you're here. Is the lion's gameplay as fierce as his design and his story suggests? Let's find out. Banyue is an S-rank fire Rupture character that focuses on maintaining resources, entering an empowered state, unleashing powerful combos, and timing his powerful finisher with his enemy's stun. His main mechanic is his Visage of Wrath state. To unlock this state, you must spend 120 Wrathful Fires that grant him 4 stacks of Mountain's Might. Mountain's Might allows all his EX special attacks to cost no adrenaline, plus fire and crit damage. By using his on-field parry and EX specials, you'll generate Wrathful Fires. His core gameplay loop consists of 1. Building rage and using EX specials to build his gauge. 2. Enter the Visage of Wrath state. 3. Unleash powerful combos while the enemy is stunned. 4. Repeat. And since Banyue is built like a fighting game character, he has a list of moves he can do based on specific inputs. For his basic attacks, we have Crushing Peaks, Toppling Mountains, Mountain Splitter, and I think I'm missing one, but I'll look later. And for his EX special attack, we have Earthshaker, Mountain Tremor, One's Path, and Lion's Roar. And here's a key combo to help you get started. First, you'll do Earthshaker to Mountain Tremor to One's Path to Lion's Roar. Then you'll hold the basic attack to perform Crushing Peaks while in his Visions of Wrath state. As for Banyue's W engines, we have Wrathful Vajra, which is Banyue's strongest option and the main reasons he performs so well. The HP percent main stat directly feeds into his damage scaling. The 20% crit rate dramatically makes him easier to build to the point where he can comfortably run crit damage on disc 4. And the sheer damage buff has a near permanent uptime due to how many times you'll use his EX specials during, a fight, especially during Visions of Wrath, And then we have Qingming Birdcage. While not synergizing directly with Banyue, it's still a good second option for the line. Like I said before, it has HP main stat and a 20% crit rate, just like Wrathful Vajra. But, like I said, the passive benefits don't, directly affect Banyue. And then we have Grillo-Wisp, the best A-rank alternative. HP main stat, and it provides a flat fire rate damage bonus, which Banyue directly benefits from. And while the crit damage buff is tied to HP loss, which doesn't work well with Banyue, the remaining bonuses still outperform other A-rank Rupture engines. Cough cough, Radio Journey, cough. And for his drive disc, we'll do 4 Yunque Tails, because that's the only option we have, which allows a 4% increase of the EX Special, Chain Attack, and Ultimate when using them, which lasts for 15 seconds, And then we have Branch Blade Song 2-piece for the crit damage. As for his disc main stats, we'll have 4 for crit damage or crit rate, 5 for fire damage, and 6 for HP. And for his substats, we'll have crit rate, crit damage, HP, and attack in order of that priority. Since Banyue is a Fire Rupture character, you will need a support character to enable his full damage potential. Also be sure to bring a stun character, as Banyue will need them to deal massive damage during the stun window. Characters that pair well with Banyue include, but are not limited to, Lucia, Zhu Fufu, Dai Lin, Pan Yin Hu, Pulchra, Colita, and Lucy. Team 1 I call Optimal Line. This is the best team for Banyue, which includes Dai Lin and Lucia. For rotation, you'll use Lucia first for her buffs, then you'll switch to Dai Lin to perform her rock paper scissors combo to extend stun windows, and throughout you'll periodically switch to Banyue to use his immovable mountain parry to fill his meter and deal damage. Team 2 I'm calling Lions, Tigers, and Bikers. This team will consist of Banyue, Zhu Fufu, and Lucy. First you'll use Fufu to add stun and crit damage. Then you'll switch to Lucy for her Cheer On EX special attack to boost the team damage, and then you'll switch to Banyue to deal said damage. And try to do this during the stun window if you can. And then Team 3 I call the Master, the Fighter, and the Alcoholic. This is pretty much a meme team I created while dicking around during endgame. It consists of Banyue, Lighter, and Bernice. You'll start off with Lighter to build stun, then switch to Bernice to apply Scorch and Afterburn, and then you'll switch to Banyue to deal damage. While this team is not optimal in the slightest, something about it is just fun, like switching to Bernice, doing her ult, then switching to Banyue and doing his ult just scratches the evil part of my brain watching these two characters rain down fire on somebody. But as for his tier placing, Pridwin has him at tier 0.5 at the time of this recording, assuming that you can optimize his combos and damage. To me, this is amazing because it proves despite his nerfs, he can still be rewarding to play. And speaking of nerfs, okay, so before his release, leaks showed that Banyue had received significant nerfs to his kit. This, along with his shortened banner time, enabled a self-fulfilling prophecy by Hoyo on how male characters don't sell. They have a male character, nerf them, put them before a high-selling character, and the male character does not sell well. While I don't know what to do to directly counter this besides giving feedback, I do have some things I think might help. First, commit your pulls to the male character. Make sure they sell well. And if you can, well responsibly. Key word being responsibly. Second, definitely send Hoyo feedback on how you feel. Like in a, how do I say it? The words nice manner. Like, be nice about it, you know? And lastly, build hype around the next male character. For example, Finon had a tremendous amount of hype, and that helped him sell well. But also, they kind of put an effort into his kit and stuff. So, I don't know. What do you guys think on how to get Hoyo to take male characters seriously? Because they are fun. Banyue and Lighter are probably my top 2 most used agents. But anyway, Banyue is an excellent addition to Zenless Zone Zero's roster. His combos feel rewarding, his animations are clean, and his lore continues the conversation around artificial life in the world of Zenless Zone Zero. However, his nerfs and banner placements show a pattern of sabotage against male characters. And like I said before, I don't know how to fix that. But here's hoping that with enough feedback and showing them we're willing to buy male characters, Hoyo won't sabotage them. But what do you think, Nerd Circuit crew? Any ideas on how to get Hoyo to take male characters seriously? And do you enjoy Banyue or did you skip it? Let me know in the comments below, and don't forget to like and subscribe for the next video. And I'll see you all in the next one. Peace.